Welcome back, my friends. It is time to continue with the story of Nigel in I Played a Thing, Landstalker. I will be your host today, and we are in the town of Kazalt. That's the name of this town anyway, according to the save screen. I don't know that anyone in-game ever says it. That could be my memory, and we might have actually done it last episode. But I truly don't recall anyone actually ever saying the name of this town. Anyway, when we left off last time, we had made a little progress in what is either the final dungeon or the dungeon leading to the final dungeon. I'm not entirely sure which. Anywho, though, we came to a good stopping point where we could easily get back to the beginning of the dungeon and go back and rest up at the inn. And drop a proper save game as opposed to a save state. The good news is, since it was so very narrowly within the entrance to the dungeon, I remember where to go next. It's back to the place where we were using the iron boots to bypass some of our spikes since we had recently gained the ability to do so. And we did a little puzzling about, which lowered this block. And now we can explore a little further. Okay. So, we want to get to this room where the teleporter was, where the Minotaur statue was blocking the path to the other exit. Okay, that's delightfully straightforward. I'm curious as to whether we're going to end up finishing today. Of course, that'll probably depend on whether this is the final dungeon or, again, the dungeon leading to the final dungeon. One thing I can say for sure is that the final dungeon is long. And fairly tough, puzzle-wise at least. Survival, not so bad. Oop, damn it. So if this isn't it, when we reach it, it will no doubt take some time to get... What the hell was that? Just heard something out of my window. Kinda startled me a bit. Okay. I was kind of expecting that would be a key, because this room certainly had the look of a dead end about it. And if we didn't have something that would give us additional ways to progress, then we would be kind of stuck. Speaking of stuck, this is where I came out, isn't it? Check my corners. I'm not crazy, right? That's where the entrance was. I'm sure of it. Okay. Oh, I see what you did, Landstalker. Very sneaky. Had me doubting my own sanity there for a moment. I don't really appreciate being gaslit by 90s ARPGs, but I do like it when they give me swords. Oh, yes. My dear friend, the Sword of Gaia. This is the final sword in the game, and you better believe they saved the best for last. Now, as new swords do, it has improved attack power, but it also has a very special charged up effect, much better than the other ones we've had. Actually, I should put on the healing boot, shouldn't I? Don't actually need to cross spikes right now. So why wear the iron? As I was saying, it has a charged, the Gaia sword that is, has a charged move that doesn't just apply an extra burst of damage to your opponent, it works anytime there's an enemy in the room. Which is why I haven't showed you yet. Now we have plenty of enemies in the room, so I'm going to forget to equip the sword. Good job, hon. going to step outside and let that charge up. Here we go. Yes, fully charged, the Sword of Gaia has the same effect as a statue of Gaia. But it's not consumable. You can do it as many times as you bloody well please, as long as you're willing to wait for the sword to recharge. Absolutely beautiful. Now, where am I going from here? I think I have a vague recollection of more or less where the locked door was. Not entirely confident of it, but I think I'm going in the right direction, I think. There is one downside to the effect of the Gaia Sword, and that is, if you're attacking enemies that don't have much health, and you just want to get them with your one-shot or whatever, just carve your way through and move on, you do have to wait for the Gaia effect to go off every time, if you're having enough time between swings for it to recharge. So when you're dealing with lots of, oh damn it, lots of little enemies, it can slow you up a bit, but I would really say its pros are far greater than its cons. Okay, this isn't the right way. This is definitely not the right way. I think that requires some sort of footwear that we don't have yet. Aha! This is new territory, so I have absolutely no idea what this part of the dungeon is like. Looks like it wants me to do a pretty nasty jump there. But oh well, the only penalty for missing it is damage. That looks hook jumpable. That totally looks hook jumpable. Let me go ahead and save state since I don't know what I'm going to be walking into. Okay. Dark room. That's fine, we know what to do about that. Use a light source, strangely enough. Haha, fuck you, tiny ghosts. Just fucking break, would you? Thank you. Why am I not putting on the iron boots? Oh, fuck me. I think I know what's going on here. I think this is a penalty room that you have to clean out the ghosts and get back up if you fall doing that hook jump. Well, there's probably no good reason whatsoever for me to drop that health. Okay, so far so good. This is movable. Okay. Don't know at this time if there's a point to moving it, but it's movable. Okay, it turns itself off, doesn't it? Yeah. Seems to turn itself off pretty quickly, which is probably why it's movable. I think I'm expected to do something here. Oh, okay. So I'm probably going to need that to get back up. Then what was the point of doing this? Oh, there's another exit down there, isn't there? Yeah, okay. I can be a little slow on the uptake, but more often than not I get there. Oop. That's what I mean. I could just carve through the slime without having to do the massive earth attack and get through that a little faster, but gotta wait for the what's-this? The Gaia Sword effect to run its course. Okay. So I'm going to have to do that. And then hit the button and then slip under there before the ball drops. Which I'm pretty sure means throwing the crate. Will this reset the room? It will. Well, if all of your weak enemies are on screen at the same time, that helps. Because I'm pretty sure the Gaia thing will only affect what's in your current field of view as opposed to what's in the entire room. I could be wrong about that. Actually, let me make sure. Yeah. I thought it only worked when there were enemies around, but I wasn't entirely positive, so wanted to check my work. You know, I remember someone in the comments of the last episode mentioning that running starts can help when it comes to throwing a crate long distances to get on a switch or whatever. And it works! Oh, I hear the sound of doll. Not of doll, of livestock. Why did I say doll? Oh, hi. Oh, okay, they didn't even do anything to hide it. Just, hi, here's a livestock. Okay by me. Pardon the jump cut there, folks. Ran into a small technical gremlin that I needed to squash, but I think we're okay now. So, what are my options here? There's a whole lot of perspective fuckery going on, and I'm not entirely sure which direction I am ultimately intended to go. Okay, so this way we have a concrete block, and we have ice, neither of which I am equipped to deal with at this moment in time. So, that path we could eliminate from our list of possibilities at the moment. Let me go back to the early part. Yeah, this is another exit I haven't taken yet, right? Oh, yeah, I most definitely haven't. Okay, we have boots on, that's good. Pushing it will do what? Open the exit, okay. Open the exit and possibly something else somewhere else. And down here we have what? We have another bouton. And some skeletons. Which we will clear out just in case that does something of importance. Yes, it does. It puts a block here. Is that just to weigh down the button? Yes. Is this just a fall recovery path? It's looking like probably. Yeah, okay, that's just a fall recovery path, I'm pretty sure. Now if we go this way, there's nothing. Oh shit, I gotta throw this in. Oh dear. Yeah, I think that's what this wants. Wait, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, I think not. I think I just need to get across there. Not like that. Hey, hat! Hat! We have hat! I am carrying the crate on my melon there, not using my hands as I climb the ladder. I bet I screwed up the synchronization. Nope, actually those were pretty close. I was going to say, with my previous failed effort, I thought maybe I screwed up the synchronization there. Wasn't real sure. Okay, that puts treasure there. Is that all there is to do here? Don't know, but I certainly do want it. What exactly is going on in this funky room? Well, concern number one is loot, which I actually cannot reach at this time, I think. Do I have to bring over all the crates and make myself a ladder here? That seems like a promising direction to kind of turn my efforts in. Yeah, I like the sound of that. So let's just leave that there for now. Maybe I need to bring the button too. Oh, is it pick-upable? Yes! If I get on the other side of this... okay. So I can kind of bring things around this way. I don't expect I should need the button for anything else. That's probably one of the things I need to make up my ladder. Staircase, more accurately. Wait a minute. Oh, fucking hell. I need a staircase to get that block, don't I? Oh, this room is fiendish. There better be either a good reward here or necessity for progress. Oh, and we're gonna have to keep that button pushed too. Oh my. Okay. Don't have the height to grab that as it is. We'll go back and get our other crate. And that should enable us to jump up there and grab that next crate, right? That's what I think I'm looking at here. Oh, maybe not. That's what I thought was the idea here. Ah, shit. Let's see if we can get it a little closer, actually. Can't do it. Fuck, what am I missing? Let me look at this from the other direction. Alright folks, I know I'm taking a while with this one little room. But this really does seem important, otherwise they wouldn't put me through so much aggravation. Gotta wait for these to sync up enough for me to make the jump. That ought to do. The hell? Huh. Can't get to that other... Can't get to that other block, or crate, or whatever, because it's on the other side of this tower. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm going at this from entirely the wrong... I've been stupid, haven't I? No. No, I don't think I have been. Does this button do something else anywhere? I'm quite befuddled. If need be, I can leave this room and come back and do something else. I do have that option. Maybe. Nope, doesn't seem to do anything to put the chest there. Freaky. Alright. Hopefully that's not the next thing that I have to solve. And I can do some other shit and maybe come back when I've got something else accomplished. Either something else accomplished or just put my mind to it a second time. Okay, don't need to worry about that. That's the only way I can go from this room. So, let's see where else we can go in the perspective labyrinth. I looked at this, didn't I? Yeah, that's where the ice and the block are. So that is of no help to me whatsoever at this time. So we take the high road and we'll see where that will lead us. Okay, we can go this way, where there is a skeleton. Oh my. This is just a hell of a mess. Hey, I'm gaining altitude fairly... Where is that ball? Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness! This ball, the game is treating it as an enemy, I think. So I was able to set off the Gaia Sword here. And it killed the statue up there. Oh, that's freaky. Incorporating the game engine's quirks into your fuckery, Landstalker. You magnificent bastard. I hope I'm not missing any important branch paths here. Oh, nope, okay. No reason to go over there, and I can't pick up the ball. Okay, so I guess this makes the Gaia Sword mandatory. I wasn't sure about that. So that raises the question of what did killing the Minotaur actually accomplish? Wait, is there something back here? Yeah, okay. Ah, it's an exit. Alright. Man, Landstalker is getting so fiendish at this point in the game. Well, if there's any truly appropriate place to bring out your nastiest stuff, it would be the endgame. Unless there's a challenge dungeon and super boss, but Landstalker definitely does not have those. Of that, I am quite... Ow. Don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of muddling along and hoping I end up on the right path eventually. I remember this place. Wait, no. How could I have been here before? No, I can't have been here before. That did what? I just one-shotted that? Wow. Gaia Sword strong. Okay, I guess that switch removed the gate, right? Right. This dungeon surely does like its mini-mazes, doesn't it? Wait a minute, I do know this place, don't I? Yes, this is with the ball that just wanders around. And there's the whole... Yeah, this... I've been here. That's not entirely good, because I want to find places I haven't been before. Have I done this since I got the iron boots? Fuck, I have no idea. Well, they won't save me from that. Hello, Pot. Will you allow me to cross? I think you might. That's not how. Okay. I can't imagine it can be more close to the edge than that. Ugh. Actually, there's nothing important over... Ah. Actually, yes, there is. There's a stairway. No, Nigel. Very good. Have I gone this way? Clearly. Man, thank goodness for those healing boots. mean, I don't have them on right now. That's actually good. I just reminded myself I need to put them back on. I was going to say, we would probably be carving through our Eek without that slow and steady health regeneration. Okay. So this does not seem valuable. This does not seem like a useful place to be spending my time. We're going to retrace. Or attempt to retrace, because this is me we're talking about. Shit, how do I get back out? Well, we'll just go upstairs and hope for the best, I guess. And this goes where? Is this correct? Okay, I think this is correct. I think this is where I want to be. But not in this direction. That is not the correct way to travel. So, we did go this way. I believe... Ow. I believe we did one of these. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I hope I'm remembering my path correctly. Oh, penalty ghost room. Screw you guys. Hate you. Come on, Nigel, hit the generator. I'm just gonna stand here and take the spike damage. And never mind. I'm having a hard time hitting the generator. Oh, I bet the ghosts get collision priority or something like that. Now I really need the healing boots. Okay, I remember that is the penalty room for the hook jumps now. Right. So that's what we gotta do. Where did this go? Alright, grab this and throw it onto the button. I can do that. Oh! Well, shit. That button! That button wasn't there. What the... Okay, so it was a different Minotaur that we killed. This is a different one that doesn't die from a hit, and has a button on the other side of it. How valuable is that information? I am not at all sure. That direction, I'm fairly certain I've got to that exit. I do beg your pardon, folks. This episode appears to be one for a lot of confused dungeon faffing. There may not be a whole hell of a lot actually accomplished. Have I gone this way? Ah! I see now. It kills the other Minotaur. And so that, I believe, is where I need to go. Good. The hell is that button? Have I hit that before? Okay, that was an important button. I'm glad I did that. Was that here before? I'm not at all sure. But it made a happy noise. And it's staying pressed. So that is most likely a mandatory button. That seems to be how this game do. Can I actually get back? Okay, I think this is where I want to be. This is the way to Minotaur, guarding button, yes. That should also be a mandatory button. Good. Pardon, had to get a little of my tea there. This jabber and do get a person dry. Not at all sure I actually want to go this way. Something new could have opened up. But I want to check the other exit. That brings the block down. I can't go the icy path. Mom, how come the lizards can walk on the blue stuff and I can't? No fair. Maybe I can get him to come over here and cut him down if there's any benefit to doing so. Or is he just going to walk back and forth there forever? Oh, that's right, there's an enemy on the screen, so I can rock slide him. That got his attention. Health is plummeting. What the? I'm sure why I'm not walking onto the last space there. That's weird. I don't know if that's significant or not. Oh, we've got another key door. That'll be something to try and almost sort of remember. Doesn't go anywhere else. No, just to the door. Understood. That ice floor, I can only assume that there is footwear that I need to get across those that I haven't found yet, because there is another space for boots in the inventory. I don't remember, but that seems logical. There's one lone tree standing up above. Trees are very rare here, so I'm standing guard. Oh, come on. Let me see your tree. Boo. Okay, so as of press time, that doesn't help me. Let us retrace our steps and try and find another effect of those very special buttons. Where else could those have done something? Possibly over here. We can continue down to see if anything has changed. This, I think, is the way to that obnoxious room. Yes, it is. Now, has anything changed that will allow me to get through it? Anything that wasn't here before? Not in any obvious way, that's for sure. Ugh. Landstalker, friend. Busting my balls here. Do I need to do this part, or has something else changed somewhere else? There's probably a very obvious solution to this that is just completely eluding me. How can I get up to that? Ugh. This room's gonna drive me to drink. Gotta get... Sorry for all the wandering back and forth, folks. I'm just trying to puzzle this out. Okay, no blocks hiding here. Those are actual walls. Oh, fuck me. No, wait, actually, that doesn't help me at all. Never mind. Thought I had a revelation there for a moment, but no. No revelations for me today. Am I absolutely sure that switch doesn't do anything but make the treasure appear? The answer is no, I am not at all positive of that. Put this down and grab this. Try stepping on this in a couple different places. Oh shit, I could do that all along. Ah. Bouton? Seems to be a bouton. How about that? Okay. Oh, that's the button I dropped there. Man, I'm stupid. Okay. Then we got 3 things now that we could use to build a staircase. And I bet if we build a staircase here, we can jump up and around to that next... Not like that, we can't. Ah. Okay, this is kindergarten shit, on. Ooh, man. Just not doing myself any favors with my performance right here. Okay. Don't. Stacking blocks on it. You're making this far more difficult than it actually is. Actually, I'm a little worried about this, so let's save state for safety. That's what I thought I could do. Except... that just gets me here, and... oh, I can just jump around that normally. Okay. Oh man, this room. Oh, but I gotta get up there. Yeah, I need enough height. Okay, good, good. I'm gonna need to get myself up there. How much height do I actually need for... oop. Okay, cool, cool. Do I have enough to get up there now? Yes, but I'm going to need to keep the button at the bottom depressed. So I need to put that at the bottom. So I can put other things on top of it. That will keep it down. Oh, thank God. Part of me was crossing fingers and saying, it's gonna be an e-geek. Well, not crossing fingers for that to be the case. Crossing my fingers that it would not be something stupid like an e-geek. But the fact that it's something that actually gives me the ability to proceed, that is really a tremendous relief. And now we see if I can actually find my way back to the key door. One of the bright sides of that messy puzzle-solving business is that I got quite a bit of health back from those wonderful, wonderful healing shoes. So now, where was I going? Where was that key door? Was that on the other side of the ice room? Shit, that is not the ice room. What are you doing on? Thanks, Gold. Got myself all confuzzled. Don't remember at all if this was the way to go. Oh, it is. Wonderful. What was over here? This jerk. Love you, Key. But I'm leaving you for Lantern. Okay. Hey! Okay. Stairs down on the left. Stairs down on the right. Pick your poison. Nope, finally had to use an e-geek. Couldn't get by on the boots forever. If we're lucky, there'll be another one lingering in chests somewhere. Where I don't have to be frightened about being able to progress or not. Okay. Obstructed. Usually, when there's one of those in the way, that means there's a mandatory button somewhere that I haven't pressed yet. That's gonna be my guess. Yeah, definitely no way around it. So, that would seem to not be the stairs that we need to choose in this particular locale. Will this one be any more helpful? Is that a teleporter? Oh! Okay, I'm guessing I have to hook jump here so I don't put that in my way. Yes, good. Oh, and that gets me up the middle here. That gets me up the middle. Lizard Man, do I need you for anything? I probably just have to kill you to proceed, right? That would be my guess. Let us test our exciting new theory. Oh. Oh, okay. You're going to make buttons. I'm going to weigh one of them down. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna have to do something with a gold bag here, aren't I? Yep, all three of them are weighted. Or respond to weights upon them. Actually, I'm completely shut in, aren't I? I totally am. Ooh. Maybe it's a combination lock. Ah, that's what it was. Sometimes the bizarre mental leaps that my brain makes are a liability. Sometimes they are actually really good. Yeah, I see we did have a priest there. That's handy. I'm not gonna say the only good priest is a dead priest, but In this game, a dead priest is as good as a live one. Ooh. Of all the mini-mazes that this dungeon has thrown at me, with this general windy, single-space path kind of thing, this one is large, particularly large, and seems particularly fiendish. Can I pick you up? No. Am I on a timer? Maybe. No, we're not trying to kill the chest. Okay, that's fine. We needed one. Dead end. Priest. Wonder if a book is hidden somewhere hereabouts. Oh, there we are. Is killing the skeleton important? I don't know. Can't reach it. Maybe there's another skeleton wandering around that I need to drop before the platform with the book on it lowers. That's our hypothesis, and that button has not undone itself. So that means either it won't, or it's on a very long timer indeed. That's just gonna put me back to where the priest is. That's the way I came in. Oh, hello, button. You shiny, sexy button. I have found a way to you. You have spawned an... Oh. I have to weigh down a button. Huh. The hell am I going to do that? That's how. Is this entire puzzle just meant to get you a... Oh! Oh! Okay. That startled me. I was starting to say, is this dungeon only for an... I can't talk straight. Is this whole puzzle just to get you a space to save within this dungeon? Not that that's not very nice to have. I was wondering if that was its entire purpose. But there's still this button we haven't weighed down. So that may have further significance. Not going to get to it that way, though. Now, what did that actually do? Another button. No, wait, that's just one of the ones that was for dropping the book, right? No, I don't think we had that one pressed. Oh, this room! There was the one with the creative block fuckery. The staircase creation. And now we've got this. Okay, I got that. That's priest. Alright, let's take the book over and just do this thing. I know, my friend, I know it is. Thanks, buddy. Now, do bear with me. I'm going to do a little more poking around this room, trying to account for all the edges, then maybe go up the middle a little bit. I want to make very certain there's nothing else in here that I need to concern myself with. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, that button stays pressed. That's fine. I'm kind of thinking myself in circles here, folks. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that. Being suspicious. I suspect Landstalker is making me the subject of fun. Okay, we'll kind of wiggle our way up the middle. Make mighty sure there's nothing I'm missing in here. So I don't want to leave the room and then find out there was something else I needed to do in here and have to do it all over because the switches have all come undone. No, I wonder... I think that whole puzzle is to get you a save point. But that is a valuable thing. Not gonna contest that. Which way did I come up, anyway? Pick up the crate, Nigel. Good job. Wait a minute. Okay, so that opens that direction. Can I not go back? Is there any way to go back the way I came? My god, I'm confused. The enemies didn't respawn in here. So that means I don't actually need them. But what do? Do things have to be pressed in the correct order? Step on that one, step on that one. Hey, finally! I think where I need to go to advance, I want to say this is where I came up here. So I'm going to try and open this one. Oh, it's not a combination lock. I'm an idiot. I think each button just opens one direction. So which one I step on after placing the block doesn't matter at all. Oh. I really am overcomplicating things for myself here. Thinking myself in circles. Okay, yeah, this is new direction. I'm fairly confident. Oh. It's already in here. Okay, well, maybe we can find our way back here later if we need another one. Oh. We just punched through to the very core of the Earth? Oh, whoa, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. This gets me what? What are you taking me to, Landstalker? Ah, this, the Venus Stone. Is that the last ring? Yes. which means it's gotta be the one that increases your meter really fast. Oh yeah, that cruises up. Let me compare. Yeah, that's fast as balls. Cool. Whether this way ultimately leads to progress or not, I'm glad I got that. It was worth the trip. Now the question comes. Actually, how do I get back up here? Was there a drop-down that I didn't see? Not there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the question now becomes, is there something at the very bottom of all this that I need to go to? Because I just I went down the first... Oh, okay, I can go around this way. Cool, cool. So yeah, I went down one side, quickly came up the other, didn't really explore the lowest floor. So that's what we're going to do this time, and see if there's anything required for progress. Oh shit. I think we might have a unique boss here. One I totally don't remember. Well, earth powers are probably a slow way to get rid of him, but I think they will ultimately work. Oh. You do like to teleport. Also, he does quite a bit of damage. Like, holy shit. That's probably why they gave you all those healing items. Game was preparing you to take on this guy, in case your pack was kind of empty. Man, my memory of this game was even more Swiss cheese than I thought, because I don't remember this fight in the slightest. Not sure if that did damage twice or not. Now I'm going to use one of those dolls so we can replace that as well. Ah, them full heals. We loves them. Dead. Excellent. Gola's nail, okay. Oh, shit. Let's put on our boots, just in case they are of importance. Now, Gola's nail, I remember we needed to collect several Gola items in order to complete the final dungeon, which makes me think that is actually where this is. But I'm going to make another quick circle and collect those healings. Then we will see where that teleporter goes. Oh, that's a respawning one, isn't it? I bet it is. Cool. They made it so you can't run out completely in this area, I think. If I interpret that rightly, that's quite nice of them. Also, I'm missing a bit of health, so let's put these on. And try not to walk in the fire. Can't forget that part. Alright. Mr. Elemental shall trouble us no more. I presume that's what he is. We're going to save before we go through an uncertain teleporter. And then we're going to go through the uncertain teleporter. Hello, where have I gotten to now? Holy fuck, is this like the lake shrine? Alright, in the end that didn't really get me anywhere. So I am rejoining you back at Kazalt. I am going to buy me a livestock. Those are 1,200, right? Do I remember that correctly? Don't remember where the shop is. Oh, sorry, I haven't found that item yet. You're not a shop. Just checking the citizenry to see if maybe someone has any dialogue now that I've seen the guard. Because I do not at all remember what it takes to get that tree guy out of the way. Inn would be nice, but I'm not going to spend the money because I have just enough for a livestock. And the health we can literally walk off. This must be where the shop is, right? I'm not being stupid? No, this isn't the shop. How did I miss the shop? Ah, I do believe that the elemental we slew is one of those gatekeepers. I had quite forgotten about that bit. Down there is where the dungeon is. You are not a shop? This is the church, right? Yes. There absolutely was a shop here that sold life. Oh. Yuck. Yep, I'm glad I remembered that accurately. Well, folks, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. What I'm going to do next time, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure what the next direction for progress is. What I am going to do is walk around until I have my health restored, or maybe I'll just go grind up enough money to go to the inn. One way or the other, I'm going to restore my health, then I'm going to drop a proper save and be ready to go for next time. Maybe I'll cheat a little bit and look up the next place I'm supposed to go, just so I'm not wasting an enormous amount of time on camera. Anyway, wow. Yeah, I guess you're probably getting an impression right about now of just how complex the endgame dungeonry can get. And how fiendish some of the puzzles can get. I know I've used that word a few times today, but it feels accurate. The one room with the building staircases, God, just fucking everything. Anyway, all the same, I have enjoyed the bit of exercising of the gray matter, and the getting lost didn't get too bad. So yeah, all in all, a fruitful day. Thank you everyone for joining me, as always. Very glad to have you along for the journey, and next time we will see if we can't figure out what the hell I'm doing. Till next time, be good to you and those around you. This is signing off. Today's box bedevilments have been brought to you by Justin Carpenter, Nolden, Zangamarth, Anonymous Benefactor, John Madigan, Sanguine Games, Misha Van Doren, Frank Grizzy, Tim J., Lolo De Puzzlo, Joshua C. Ritchie, Jared C. Rice, Sonic Rose, EX Potemkin, Megasaurus, DG Jono, Doug Russell, Dodecalope, Jarogue, Martin Schoenmakers, Mayo the Hedgefox, Hildegard Argobach, IGV, Jazel, Joseph Hall, Dan Larson, K. Ivan Rupert, Tiny Shopkeeper, Charlie Dunst, Kikoskia, Kobo4231, Yuga Takeuchi Fan, Chaotic Narrative, Mystery Accent, Lakota, Meiyan Ling, Renaman, Fate Everywhere, TJA, Sparkazile Lefser, Super Pervert 69, Zero, Bueller 13, and other fiendishly clever patrons. Thank you all very, very much. Always appreciate you, and after getting dinged with a pretty beefy tax bill this year, man do I ever appreciate you right now. Thanks also to all my subscribers, the good folks of the commentariat, and everyone out there watching. We'll have to see, but I think we have a pretty good shot at finishing this one next episode, so I hope to see you then for what may be the exciting conclusion. Take care, and be well. Hello out there, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had a good time, and I've been glad to have you. If you enjoyed this video, new subscribers always brighten my day, and if you really dig my stuff and would like to support me on Patreon, I shall be very grateful indeed. You're also invited to go with the stream every Friday at twitch.tv/unplayedathing. Thank you again, and have a good one.